I'm Pickle Rick! What up, my glib globs? Mar here. I'm Doc Kane Cosplay. Doc Kane Cosplay on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. Many of you have asked, how did you make the Pickle Rick? Yeah, the Pickle Rick's been quite popular in the last couple weeks. A lot of people have been posting about it. I went to San Francisco Comic-Con and debuted it there, and I was just tackled for pictures. We won first place on the cosplay contest, TV and film category. I've been getting a lot of requests. How did you build Pickle Rick? Or, can you make me one? For the people who want to build a Pickle Rick and have never made any kind of, semi-complicated costume before, it might be a little difficult to do what you see here. But I'm gonna show you, and you can give it a shot. I'm gonna show you how easy it could be. And you can take it from there. It's a lot of trial and error. Like I made a lot of errors making this Pickle Rick, but I managed to fix it and get it done in 3 weeks. About 70 hours of work over the 3 weeks. Yeah, I had a little help because I made a Meeseeks previously, and that I used kind of some templates from that one. I'm gonna make a couple different parts to this video because it is a long process. I think the first one, how to make the EVA foam pickle. Then we add all the details to it. And then we do the leggings and the sleeves and the shoes, the rat feet. All right, the first step to making a Pickle Rick is you want to start with the actual pickle form, because that's where you're just going to build everything off of, and then everything will be sized correctly when you have that pickle form to start with. So the first thing you want to do is figure out how to make that form out of EVA foam. I bought this ball at Target for $3. So as you can see, like if I put it up to my head, it's pretty much a good sized, rounded pickle shape around my head. I originally used this for Mr. Meeseeks. So I made Mr. Meeseeks right before I made Pickle Rick for San Diego Comic-Con. Right over here, I made like 5 of these heads for me and 4 of my friends.
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die! We all want to die! We're Meeseeks!
You found your shape, right? First thing you want to do is you have yourself some cling wrap here. This ball wants to move all the time. You take your cling wrap here. I'm not gonna redo this process, but basically you take a cling wrap and you cover this thing, right? You just wrap it all the way around, you cover that thing. And once that thing is covered, then you grab some cheap masking tape. I like to use masking tape. Some people use duct tape. That's a little more expensive. Masking tape is just good. You just want something where you can take your Sharpie and you're able to write on it and see what you're writing. So this thing's covered in cling wrap. Cover the whole thing with masking tape, right? And then you start drawing where you're gonna cut and where the facial features are, so you know where everything goes. So these are my cutout templates, right? you want, I learned everything I learned. I learned everything I knew on how to do this from Evil Ted. So I'll put the link over here. Just head to his channel. There's a million tutorials that are amazing. Evil Ted. I haven't actually met you in person. I wish someday I will. So yeah, check out his advice. But I'll give you here's the quick lesson. He has the more detailed lessons for you. But basically, you have, if you can see these lines here, this originally was on this ball, and see how that lines up here. You put little notches. You draw lines where you're gonna cut, and then you put little notches so you know where to glue everything back together, right? You'll see what I mean when we get to that step. So I did that with this, and then you cut it out and you basically come out with, see, I cut this in a nice even 4 pieces. To make life easier, I drew on the face. I drew on the face so you know where everything goes, because all these 4 pieces are pretty identical. Okay, so once you got your 4 pieces cut out, now it's time to grab the EVA foam and start cutting out your shapes, right? So, you can buy, everyone should know EVA foam. I bought the cheapest place I found EVA foam is at Harbor Freight. If you're in America, hopefully you have a Harbor Freight near you. Home Depot, not Target. Home Depot, like these supply stores have them, or you could get them online. So, EVA foam. And a very trusty X-Acto knife. Need one of those. And don't forget your heat gun. You need a heat gun to seal your EVA foam and mold. You're gonna mold the EVA foam so it's round and it turns into the domed Pickle Rick. So hopefully you've also bought yourself a nice cutting surface. These are the self-healing mats. If you're new to cosplay, you might want to get one of these. It's a good investment, or else you're cutting straight on your table if that's okay with you. But here we go. So you have your EVA foam. You got your patterns. What's convenient about this particular pattern is there's 4 of them, and 2 of them fit perfectly on 1 square of these. So here you go. You wanna line up that. I think we need a higher up angle. Yeah.
A few moments later.
Now that you have your patterns all cut out for the head, we're gonna put it on. We're gonna pin it to EVA foam and cut them out. We have a nice 4 even pieces, and I like to. So I numbered these 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 being the front face. See how that? You can see this face connects. So I'll cut these 2 out first. These conveniently fit perfectly on 1 sheet of EVA foam. That's pretty great. If you're, I think, if you might have made a bigger head, if you have I don't know, like a bigger body. It might not fit just like this. I'm 5'10", like 170. If you're a bigger person, like you're 6'2" or something, you might have ended up with a much bigger pattern. Might not, yeah, this might not fit here, but this did. So what we're doing, this is old Evil Ted tips. Pinning your pattern down so we can trace it. So here we got everything pinned down. And now we're just gonna trace the outline of this. Can we see that? Yeah, we can see that. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut off part 1 right here. I want to keep these videos to about 10 minutes, just a little over 10 minutes. YouTube seems to like those. And we'll continue on with part 2. Remember to like and subscribe. That's what everybody says, right? This is how we get popular, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try to deliver these videos once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky. It takes a lot of work, but hopefully I can streamline the process a little better. And get in a little bit of a groove, right? Right. I'm Pickle Rick.